About the economic developments of our region. You'll also learn to create different sorts of texts, factual, descriptive or narrative, and we'll discuss some urgent problems of the region. First, let's start with the brainstorm. Yes, have a look at your guides. The first task is brainstorm the words associated with the diversified economy of our region. So which words come to your mind? At home you could have a look at the information listed on the site. I hope you have used this opportunity. Okay, so which words come to your mind when we speak about the economy of our region?
Machine building, metal working, machine components, radio electronics, metal cutting machines, press forging plants, agricultural machines, heavy fuel oil, diesel fuel. Among the main enterprises of this resin radio plant, resin machine tool building plant, resin combine plant, and many others.
Okay, good. So these are the heavy industries, yes, of the region. Good. Any other words to add to this group? Heavy industry. Which industry is one of the most developing today? I think it was not mentioned by Ala.
For example, petroleum refining is one of the key industries of our region.
Yes, you're right. So what is the main plant, the main enterprise of the industry?
The leading regional petroleum refining enterprise is Resign Oil Refinery. It is efficient capacity of 15 million tons and manufacturing high quality motor fuel and diesel fuel and heavy fuel oil.
Okay, good. So these also can be keywords. Yes, so motor fuel, diesel fuel, or kerosene, aviation kerosene. Do you agree? Okay, clear. So any other industries?
Tourism.
Tourism, for example. So which words come to your mind when you think about tourism in our region?
I think keywords here are recreation, health resorts, cultural cognitive tourism, ecological tourism, and of course active tourism.
Any other ideas to add? I think pilgrimage is also yes, or can be named here. Alright. Now, what are the main attractions that tourists visit in
There
our
are
region?
a lot of popular attractions of Resign region, but I think among the most popular ones are legitimate drama theater, old Resign town, Museum of the History of Airborne Forces, Fine Art Museum, our Kremlin, very popular spot, and of course several cathedrals we have, and monasteries, for example, Spassky Monastery or Solochinsky Pokrovsky Monastery.
Good. So I hope you have visited most of the attractions, yes, the sites mentioned. Now, what other groups of words can be named? So what else is being developed in our region today?
Agriculture.
Agriculture, okay. So,
Rice stock.
raising stock. What else?
Pigs, sheep, horse breeding farms, pedigree horse breeding, beekeeping, and grain crops and sugar beet.
Okay, good. Any other groups of words? What else is our region famous for, if to speak about its industrial?
Fuel energy complex, electric power generating stations.
Good. How many are there? Do you know? 4. Yes, that's quite good for the region.
We have Resign hydroelectric power station, is very popular and a huge source of income for our region, and the biggest source of power for our citizens of Resign region and other regions.
Good.
Resign region is rich in mineral resources.
Mineral resources, good.
Yes,
Now,
it's
what are they?
limestones, mountainstones, reflector and sands.
Foreign trade is developing due to export products of fuel and energy complex, machine building, instrument making and machine tool building, ferrous and non-ferrous metallurgy, and also we import some
goods and mainly industrial machinery, chemical industry products and plant protecting agents and raw hide.
Raw hide. Yes,
Raw
raw hide. Okay, so good. So we import, yes, are a lot, and for sure we are export a lot of goods. Alright. Anything about transportation in our region?
Transport infrastructure is very developed nowadays in the Ryazan region. All kinds of transports are represented in our region. Railroads, motor transport. Also we have river ports. And we have Ryazan training aerodrome.
Okay, so even an aerodrome, yes, no, not very big town. Good. Anything else to add?
Have we mentioned food industry?
No, we haven't.
I think food industry is also a developing field, and we have good milk production, bakery, meat, sugar production, and also confectionery production.
Okay, good. So I think we mentioned lots of industries, yes, that are developed in our country. So make up a kind of conclusion. So what is the future of our region? Maybe so what is developing today, what is not? Maybe some industries are declining, some information from the TV, the news. We'll start. Some conclusion about the development, economic development of the region. Kate.
If to talk about our region, the statistics shows that we are a developing region. Our machine building and metalworking production is a very, I think, perspective field for future development of the region. But if we talk about food industry, we are not such a huge market players of the Russian Federation, but our cultural legacy is a future source of income, and right now our government is developing several programs to, I think, increase the level of our tourism, and as we see right now, new and new tourists from different regions and even different countries come to our region to see, for example, old Ryazan town or visit our museums. So I think the future of our region is pretty bright.
So you are optimistic.
Yes.
That's not pessimistic. So, but what are your ideas about the development of the region today?
I think that our region is one of the most densely populated and highly developed regions in our country. It's an industrial one with a conglomerate complex and such branches as, for example, oil refining and petroleum refining is key branches and is development and future of our region.
What? The last idea?
Future of our region.
The future. So they are the future of our region. Yes, you mean? Okay, good. There are 3 texts. Yes. And they are different. So they are of different type of different aim. The aim of each text is different. First, I hope you read the texts at home. Am I right? Yes. That's good. So first, let's check some words. Make sure that you understand the essence of the texts. So in your guides, pronounce some words. Fine. The guide, the first exercise. Just pay attention to the pronunciation of the words. Have you found it? So all together. Sewage.
Sewage.
Decent.
Decent.
Congenial.
Congenial.
Confluence.
Confluence.
Salubrious.
Salubrious.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Okay. Now, in your book, in exercise 4, yes, you have the task to guess the words by their definition. Have you found it? Find words in the texts that mean. Yeah, yes? Alright, so start please. The first one.
Develop into tourism.
Turn it, yes, you're right. Now the second one, Dina.
Very poor area of a city. Slums.
Slums, got it.
Waste substances.
We can help.
Piles of dust.
Piles of dust or any other
Belgium.
Sewage. Yes, I agree. So what is sewage? Vika?
Нечистоты.
Да, отходы. You're right. Сточные воды, good. Friendly, Sid. Do you know the word? No. Congenial. Yeah, so that's a formal word. Yes, but that means the same. In Russian, it's какой?
Благоприятный.
Okay.
Годный.
Very interesting.
Captivating.
Captivating, good. And the last one, Anya.
Pleasant and comfortable. It's
Salubrious.
Salubrious. Okay, so I hope now you know all the words. So, what will be the next sphere of our
My
interest?
preschool child.
Okay, so we'll speak about education.
Yes.
And start with the preschool education.
It's my own opinion. I have been living in Dresden just for 5 years and I faced a lot of problems here. And speaking about them, I think preschool childcare is a huge problem, urgent problem nowadays. There are few kindergartens and the chance that your kid will attend one of them is not big. You must stay in a huge line, waiting and hoping that when it will be, when it's time for your kid to go to kindergarten, to play with other kids, to prepare to school, you will get this place. Just hoping. But of course, if you already have more than 2 kids, it's given to you immediately. It's difficult to bring a kid to the world, it's difficult to bring him up. I don't have a baby and I don't face this situation personally, but I have some friends with kids and they said this is a personal problem today. Yes, because they have no opportunity to work. Mother have no opportunity.
Yes, because there is no place where they can take their kids.
Yes.
Then comes higher education. Yes, so you pass your state exams, you enter a university, and then you face some new problems. So what are they in our region?
This is problem of our country and it came from the collapse of Soviet Union because in Soviet Union higher education was free and there is no need to pay for it. But nowadays, to increase the level of education, a lot of commercial special educational centers were opened. And of course the level of these institutions of higher education is not so good and it also needs to be improved.
Just reformed. Okay, I agree. Well, and besides, I think that our region has always been famous for its military academies. Yes, for today we are facing the problem of closing the academies, so that's not right. I think that the new Minister of Defense today is going to improve the situation. Yes, because he declares that a new institution will be opened or something like this. I hope it will be so, yes, in the region, because our history shows that Ryazan region is famous for its armed forces, yes, and for the military institutions. Thanks.